Hi, it's Neets with your weekly reading for Leo. This week we are talking about channeled messages. I'm bringing in channel messages from your spirit guides. Okay, so I'm trying to bring forward what your spirit guides want you to know. Okay, if you'd like to subscribe, I would appreciate it, and you'll get to know when the next reading is. If you want to listen to some healing music, there are embedded frequencies in the music in the description. There's a link in the description. It's modern music. And there's a new song, well, a remix of an old song actually, but a new type of song coming out with new video. And it's coming out on the 14th of December, which not only is Valentine's Day, but it's the World Sound Healing Day as well. So it's a perfect time to listen to some music with healing frequencies in. Okay. Right, Leo. What do your spirits want you to know? I feel like your guides are showing me that you going out with all guns blazing, determined to get somewhere, determined to make something work, and you've got your shield up, like you're being a bit defensive about it, but you're also wanting to go forwards, and you're determined. There's this determination coming in, which is good. So they're wanting you to use that for the higher good and for your good. They're wanting you to go forwards and use that sort of energy and determination that you have and fire that you have in your sign to get to what you want in life. Okay, there may be some challenges along the way, and there may be some changes coming in, and there may be things that you have to do that you're not totally keen on doing to get to where you want to be, but with determination you can go forwards. I'm being told that the Hierophant, I feel like you have to stick at your pathway, but you also have to do things that are slightly different to what you've been doing. You have to think outside the box a bit. You have to, you've got to stick to things, because especially the things that you want to do for the long term, you've also got to accept that life might not be completely as you would like it to be along that way, because it's a little bit of like sticking with it with gritted teeth, like, okay, I've still got to do this, I've got to do that, but I am sticking to my pathway. It is coming, the happiness is coming, but it's taking a little bit of time, that's all. You may have to train to do something. You may be reading about doing something different. You may have to retrain on something, or you may have to study something to go forwards, some of you. Enjoy the music, so listen to music and dance or do all the things that make you feel good. You are being told that. That will get you through the difficult times, okay? I'm going to go to the Five of Cups first before I go to the next one, because I feel that's relevant. So the Five of Cups, it is about letting go of old past hurts. They need to chuff off, okay? Quite strongly. They need to chuff off. So you need to let go of the old thoughts, the old thought patterns that you've had. Let go of the sadness. Let go of the sadness, because you've got so many good things coming in, and this one thing is taking your mind up, this one particular situation. And you've got to focus on the good things that you have around you and the good things that are going to happen. You've got to retrain your mind. What I get from Spirit is that you have to learn to be more emotionally independent. You're very independent practically, but emotionally you aren't. Some of you aren't emotionally very independent, and for some reason they're showing me that, and it's like they want you to stop relying on others to make you feel good. They want you to work on feeling good yourself and learning how to do that without having to get some kind of something from somebody else to make you feel good, or learn to make yourself feel good and trust yourself. So it's emotional independence. That's strange, because I don't normally get those sorts of words, so that's what I'm getting. The emotional independence will bring more happiness. So you're not relying on others so much for happiness. You trust yourself, you feel stronger as a person, basically. This then leads on to a really, really strong love coming into your life for some of you. Some of you are already in relationships, and if you are, It means that you will strengthen your relationships by being more emotionally independent. So don't focus on your insecurities. Don't rely on your other person to make you happy. You have to do that yourself. So some of you are about to meet somebody. Could be a Cancerian, but it doesn't have to be, of course. But some of you are about to meet somebody, and it is a long-lasting love affair, it seems, this time. I think at first you might actually not be giving as much as the other person at first. I think they've got a lot more to give, and you'll be a little bit sort of shut off and like, not sure if I want to go down this road just yet, but I'll think about it. So there may be some hesitation before you fully open up to this person, but I think you will open up to that person in time. Yeah. Okay. This person has got a lot of love to give. It has. But you're only going to let it in very slowly because of past situations. The Six of Swords says to me that yes, things are going to calm down and be more stable. You're going to get some good news about things that you want to happen in your life. You're going to get, the ship comes in, something that you've waited in for a long time is coming in. Okay, and that sort of stability and calmness of emotion is going to occur for you. It is, it really is. But you do have to get this emotional independence sorted out. Let's see what the hidden tarot says. This is like the it's like the hidden tarot deck. It's hidden thoughts, hidden messages, basically. So let's see what you guys want you to know that's hidden. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Well, I think either you're in a situation where you've done something that you're not proud of and you just hope that somebody will forgive you one day, or somebody's done something to you and they're thinking, I hope that you can forgive me one day. Either way, it's a very strong message that, you know, be kind to yourself if you have done something that you're not proud of. And you can only ask for forgiveness and hope that people will forgive you and give you chances. And also, if there is that other person, try to forgive, even though it's difficult, because when you forgive, you let go of the past a little bit and it shows that you're moving on. Okay? I don't react when people mention you. So there may be somebody that you think about, or that when people mention that person, you don't react, even though inside you are reacting very badly. So I do think that some of you will be hiding those things. But I love these cards. I am not available. Right, that could be you at the moment. You might be saying, I am not available to this person that comes in at first. But I don't think it will stay that way. I'm going to look at that in a second, but let's see what else you guys want to tell you from this. We've got a Messages of Cosmic Oracle cards deck. This is a new deck as well, and it's lovely. I love it. So what do you guys want you to know from this deck? Woo! Wow, they fell out, so I'm going to keep them. Open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. So like I said, I don't think you're going to let somebody in that easily as you think. It might be because you're not totally sure, or it could be that you're just being very cautious because of past hurts and experiences. But the spirits are saying when this person does come in and they're offering their love to you, try to open your heart. Try not to be too closed off. It might take time, I know that. Bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams, you've got this. So I think that's about the emotional independence. It's kind of like, you know, once you learn to rely on yourself to get yourself out of any situation, if you learn to get yourself out of any emotional feeling, if you've learned how to do that, you know that you are never ever going to stay in a bad place in your mind. It takes a lot of practice, it does. Your mind is like a muscle. You have to practice doing these things for yourself, and you have to do it regularly and frequently. It's like any kind of exercise. It's like yoga, you know, you've got to do it regularly to see the benefits. You've got to do that with yourself as well, to train your mind to think a certain way. Like I said, with these thoughts, to get them to chuff off, basically, you've got to basically turn your mind around, and you have to practice that. What has the What has the love deck got to say? What have your guides got to tell you about this person that may be coming in? This is the love psychic deck, okay? What have your guides got to tell you about the person that's coming in? Observe. I'm sure I had this for you last week. Wow. Observe. So yeah, the person you're going... I got this last time. I did. I know I did. The person that is coming in, you are just going to step back and watch them for a while before you decide if you want to go ahead and if they are right for you. You are going to step back and watch them. Okay? But love abounds. It seems to me that whatever you do, no matter how much you resist it, or no matter how much you're sort of not sure about it, it's going to happen anyway. And that's a very big heart. And it's like, we've decided this is right for you. This is who you're going to meet. This is who you're going to have. And it's a karmic meeting. It's a spiritual meeting. It's everything that you want, but you might not realise it at first. Dedicated effort, okay. You're also being told that, yes, it might take some work, this relationship. It might take some hard work at times. It might be more practical than you're used to. It might be a little bit more stable than you're used to. If you're used to a lot of ups and downs and, you know, things going wrong, and it might feel a little bit weird and a bit boring to you at first, but you need to give that a chance. Because when it's balanced, you need to feel balanced. You actually do need to feel balanced with somebody. Yeah, it should be where you're both equal. Nobody's over dominating the other person. There's no competitiveness. There's no, you know, it needs to feel balanced and healthy. But sometimes that can feel a little bit dull if you're not used to that. But love is coming in. That's like the Two of Cups. So it's like the Lover's card, actually, not the Two of Cups. It is the Lover's card. So yeah, love is definitely coming in. I know you're going to ask me when, aren't you? You're going to ask me when. Ooh, right. I'm going to ask the Daily Witch, actually. Let's ask the Daily Witch when. When? Oh, in fact... Right, I'm going to do it with the Daily Witch and then see if I can do it with these cards, because these cards give answers. But sometimes they are very specific. So let's see if they correlate or not. Right, let's get a time scale. How many weeks? I'm going to go for weeks this time, not months. How many weeks until you actually meet this love? How many weeks? Each card is 1 week. How many weeks? How many weeks, please, for Leo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I've got 13, 14. Right, I'm not going any further because I've got the feeling it's going to be within the next 2 or 3 months. So card 10 was the nearest thing I got to success of meeting someone. It's the World card. It's when things all come together, and out of all of those cards, so it could be 10 weeks. Could be 2 months and a half. For some of you. Timescales are tricky because in the spirit world there is no time. Time is actually man-made. Yeah. Let's see what these cards have. How long is Leo going to have to wait for a lover? Oh God, I hope these correlate because these are very specific. It'll be interesting to see what comes out with this. How many weeks will Leo have to wait? Get more information. That's a cop-out. Right, I'm going to ask again. How many weeks until Leo gets this lover? How many weeks until they meet this person? It's not going to tell me, is it? It's not going to tell me. Oh, helpful people. So it's saying, get more information. I don't think you've met that person yet because they're not around you yet. Helpful people. So it may be that you're doing something. That looks very much like you're surrounded by people and you're all doing something. They're all surrounding you and you're all doing something together, something like a project together. Okay. I want to ask again. Come on, give us a time scale. Come on, spirits. Come on, spirits, give me a time scale. I know I've had 10 weeks. I can't be too greedy. I've had 10 weeks, haven't I? Oh, recovery. Oh, they're not going to tell me. They're not going to tell me. Recovery. Okay. We're not meant to know the specifics. I got 10 weeks roughly. Okay, it's rough. It's a rough estimate. Recovery means, yes, you still have a bit of self-healing to do, like we talked about, the emotional independence and healing yourself, and being able to rely on yourself a bit more. Being able to rely on yourself a bit more. Right, Leo. What else does Leo need to know, spirit guides? What else does Leo need to know? Oh, well. What else does Leo need to know? Invest in your spirit. Okay, so, yeah. You need to sort of try and get a bit more deeply into your spiritual self. And I know that's hard sometimes, but you really do need to invest in that side of yourself, and calm down and go slower. And you need to take those deep breaths and slow down a little bit instead of distracting yourself with things constantly. Be courageous alone. She sat on a horse on her own. It's like, be courageous and be very confident on your own. I'm going to shuffle these again. Let's shuffle again. What else does Leo need to know? Spirit guides. What else does Leo need to know? Talk to God if you don't believe in God. Change that to spirit guides, universe, higher self. Talk to, give your problems to them. Let them decide when things are going to happen. You can't make it happen any quicker. You really can't. I'm sorry to say. It will happen when it's meant to happen, in the right scenario, with the right people around you. And I do think you are stepping into new circles soon. What do your animal guides want to tell you? Your animal guides from the spirits. What do your animal guides want to tell you? Wild boar, whatever tradition or others expect of you, only be yourself. Only to yourself be true. So basically saying, be true to yourself. Don't do what others expect from you. Be true to yourself and do what's right for you. Strong message from Spirit. What else does Leo need to know? Well, I got those two, and I've had these. I'm going to shuffle again because they kind of came out, but I didn't feel quite right about that. So I have to go on my intuition about these things. So let me shuffle again. What does Leo need to know, Spirit Guide? And if it is the same card again, then it will be the right one. No. Okay, it's the hippopotamus. Friends stand close by to shield you from life's adversities. Okay, so friends do stand close by to help you through things. They do. And it's good to have friends that can help you through things. But it's also good to not rely on the friends too much so that you do stand alone at times. You have to practice that at times. You have to practice it, okay? We've got the water buffalo. Face life head on with courage and reclaim the brave spirit within you. So it's about being more confident as a person, I think. It's about being more independent and confident as a person. Having more confidence in yourself. Yeah. What does the love deck want to say? What else for Leo, please? Manifest. It is time to manifest. It's time to ask for things. It's time to be specific. It's time to get your thinking cap on about how you're going to manifest what you want in life. You have to go with the flow to some degree. There might be things that don't go as fast as you'd like them to go, but you have to go with the flow. I don't want to say too much more about that. I think it's just basically a case of you manifesting what you need in your life, and sometimes you have to go down pathways that you don't really want to or don't expect to get what you want. I do get that feeling. What else for spirits for Leo? What else from the spirits for Leo? Shine, okay? Use your gifts and talents to get what you want. You have many talents, you have many things. I don't think you are just one sort of trick pony. There's many things that you could do with your life, and I think you need to start investigating all of those things rather than just one thing. I think you need to open up to lots of other things as well. Other projects, other adventures, other pathways, other avenues is what I'm getting. I really do feel like you need to open up into other avenues. it may be sort of going backwards a bit to do something that you used to do even, or it could be going backwards to a job that you used to enjoy doing. There's something that you used to do that you enjoyed, and I think you're going back to that to some degree. I'm getting that. And within 6 months, I want to say, within 6 months, you might be doing something like that. I'm going to shuffle these again. Leo. What does Leo need to know? Forgiveness keeps coming up. So we had that before. So forgiveness, it's kind of like, there's something about forgiveness, either forgiving yourself or forgiving somebody else. It seems to be important because the spirits have brought that out twice now. It seems to be very important. Forgiveness is needed for you to move on. And you might say, I'll never forgive so-and-so for that, or, oh, I can't forgive myself for this, for doing this. How do I forgive myself? You have to find a way. You don't have to like what they've done or like what you've done. You just have to forgive it and say, okay, I know better now, and okay, yeah, I have to accept that's how it was, and I can't do anything about that, but I do need to move on for my own sanity and my own peace, my own peace of mind. Forgiveness is very important. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Right, so some of you may have met somebody in the past who was actually a distraction from the pain that you were feeling, rather than them being the right person for you. So maybe you had old pain to heal, and you met somebody and that took you away from having to heal that pain, whereas, and it didn't work out. So now you've got to go back to healing that pain from the past. It may go from way back. It may not just be recently. It may go way, way back. I want to ask about that. What do the spirit guides mean about that, Leo? What pain is it that you have to heal? Come on, spirit guides. What pain does Leo need to heal? What kind of pain? What kind of pain does Leo need to heal? The Empress. It's self-love. It's loving who you are and knowing that you have the world in your hands. Knowing that you can do anything you want to do. It's kind of having that self-belief and confidence. The Six of Wands. You might have to heal things from the past. Maybe you feel that you did... you deserve to get something and your rewards never came from something, and you have to sort of look back and heal that as well. Maybe something, you felt that you deserved more sort of like acknowledgement for what you've done and you haven't got that. Maybe that's painful as well. You're a very creative person, and yes, I think you need to get back on that track of creativity. I think whatever it is that you're doing, you need to get back on that path of creativity, because I think that's where your happiness lies. I know you have to do other things as well, but there's something about doing that again, opening that book again. The Page of Wands, it's starting new creative projects. I think that's going to lead to a lot of good things for you, including the person that you're going to meet. I'm going to take one more, Leo, from this Hidden Truths deck. One more for you. I bury myself in work to forget you. Well, we know that could be somebody from the past. That's somebody that you know of that may be just working to forget about you. I think you already know that. But I also think you may sort of bury yourself in things as well to forget a person. And sometimes burying yourself in work can help you to forget as well. So if you do sort of keep yourself busy and you get into new projects, it might help you to forget as well. That's all I've got for Leo from your spirit guides, but thanks for listening. Take care.